Take a fucking gander here.
Wow. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. That song gives me the feels. Fucking love that shit. That's an OG Brian Beezman original. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday night. It is Friday, November 3rd, right? I don't know. I've worked 10 hours today. I'm fucking spent. But welcome to Beez Company. We had a different name, Tres Compañías. That was in Spanish. But that was nixed by good old YouTube. So I think Xander and AJ don't really give a fuck what it's called. So speaking of Xander, I'm going to bring his sexy ass in first.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, Stan?
Yo, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. Good to see you. How's everything?
Good. Things are good, man. Things are going well. Happy to be here. Happy to be anywhere. And excited to hang out again, man.
Good. Yeah, it'll be fun. And also, we have backstage the proprietor of Fashionable Mail. I mean, the House of Masks. AJ Good.
There he is.
I'm scared.
AJ, why are your eyes so wide?
I was coming. Oh wait. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot you can't do that with your eyes open. That's
yeah. All right. As long as we're on the same page, yeah. Okay. Sweet. What's up, dude?
Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on? Anything new and exciting in your guys' lives? Anything new going on?
Nothing at all.
That's a fucking lot.
Listen, honestly, I'm just trying to stream this to my audience too, and it's really pissing me off. So I give up.
Oh, okay. Well,
do you want me to send you the tutorial again from Jay, or are you good?
No, it literally says up in my corner that it's linked and that it's going and that everything's great. Oh, wait.
Give it a second.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Jeez, dude.
It works.
It's going to space. Give it a second.
Listen, dude. Nice hat.
Yeah, dude. I know, man. I'm like, I heard through the grapevine that I won a contest from Under the Bus Network. I won a hat. And I was like, that's awesome. I can't wait to get it. And here we are. Just still no hat. So
I have one.
Well, did you win a contest?
I didn't. My friend Brian just gave it to me.
That's so weird, dude. See, like I have a friend named Brian, 1, and 2, I won a contest on Halloween, and still no hat. It's weird.
Damn,
it's going out tomorrow. It's going out
days.
Tomorrow. Don't you worry. I have one from my boy OU81 too. I'm gonna send him a hat as well. So
I'm just kidding, Brian. I know you're just being silly. I don't want you to get all silly on me now.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Do like after the show, dude, that was really messed up what you said about the hat, all right? Been working overtime. I'm really busy. I'm stressed out. I'm like, dude, I was just kidding. What's going on with you? But Mr. Jams, what's going on with you, man?
Going on with me?
Yeah.
I wrote some life insurance today. If you guys want to talk about that, we'll talk about like some permanent coverage. Yeah, exactly. So we're not talking about some life insurance. But anyway, all's good. Been working on some songs. Stuff that you and I worked on last week.
Yeah, bro. Right on.
And then we're gonna get into it again this weekend. So it'll be good.
Nice,
nothing amazing. We had our Halloween show last week on Under the Bus. And then Wednesday we had our amazing show with Kurt, Jay, and Caleb. So it was good shit. So
nice, man.
Yeah, but nothing as exciting as you guys. So I'd like to start with AJ. I have several questions for you about what's just transpired recently. For everyone who's in the chat who have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, there was a pretty huge festival that AJ hosted. It's called Pale Fest. and this was about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and it's a big mask convention, right?
Yeah, I totally thought you were going to talk about me losing my virginity, but yeah, we'll talk about Pale Fest.
That hasn't happened yet, so why would we talk about it?
Yeah.
If you like speak it into the universe, I heard
Like,
that does.
will it? Yeah. If
Yeah.
you will it into existence.
Yeah, man. No, Pale Fest was above and beyond my own expectations. It was super, super crazy cool.
That's awesome.
I went there, and then people came there, and then we like they did stuff.
Who was there? Who was there?
Dude, okay, so we had some rough luck like the week leading up to Pale Fest, and we lost one of the bands. And along with the bands, I thought that we were going to lose out on like 2 booths. So the week leading up to it was super stressful, and I ended up like changing some stuff around in my brain to fit the schedule and kind of make up for the fact that this band wasn't going to be there and whatever. And the plans involved Jay Weinberg. So I called him and I was like, hey, do you care if we move some stuff around? And he's like, yeah, that's totally fine. Like, I get it. And then he was like, calm down, because maybe this is a blessing in disguise. And I was like, I don't really know how you could see that, but okay. And then like 30 minutes later, he messaged me and he was like, hey, I've kind of always wanted to do a Misfits tribute set. And I was like, okie dokie. So then we started throwing that together. And from that point on, everything was fantastic. Like, it was crazy. So Friday was Jay's day. Jay's like the ultimate homie and just the nicest dude on planet Earth. And man, he did the thing. Like he had a line so far that I didn't even see the extent of how far it went, but the building that we had was pretty large, and the line went all the way around the room, outside the room, out through the parking lot, around the building. And from the time that he started, he didn't stop, and he was great to everybody. And then Bather played the first set of the night, and they like blew the fucking doors off the place. And Corey came up and did guest vocals, and it was the coolest thing ever. You could hear we had to evacuate because the room started filling up. All the girls were getting fucking soaked. So we're like, Corey, stop! You got to stop, man.
Wait. The girls are getting soaked. Can you expand on that?
Their vaginas were very wet from how horny they were getting from seeing and hearing Corey up on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
what a dumb question, Brian.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, then it was the Misfits set. It was super sick. There's just so much to talk. Like, even just watching them do the rehearsal the night before was awesome. When there was like 15 people in the room hanging out. And yeah, I think Jay had a blast. And then the next day was Sid's day. And this isn't even like I'm just highlighting like Sid and Jay, because obviously it's Sid and Jay, but all of the vendors there were awesome, and everybody was in a good mood. And it's so unlike any other convention. Like, if you guys, maybe not even particularly like horror conventions, but I'm sure that all of those circuits, anything that you're into, like a music instrument convention with guitars and shit, I'm sure that there's like, everybody's just too cool. Everybody's just like too cool to be there and whatever. And this is like the total opposite. Like, everybody just wants to be there and wants to see everybody else's work and wants to buy shit. And it's just so cool. Like, I didn't hear a single negative thing about the entire weekend. And yeah, everybody did great. On Friday, I asked some of the vendors, like Friday night, I was like, hey, how'd you guys do, like, money wise? Because I get kind of worried about that. And literally everybody was like, yeah, we already broke our record for like weekend convention sales tonight. So we're totally, and I was like, all right, cool. The whole thing.
Awesome. How many people came to Pale Fest for the whole weekend, would you say?
I don't know the counts. I know that we sold out of our 3-day passes. And then the weeks, like I think we closed those down a week before the festival, but the week leading up to the festival, we sold more tickets, I think, than we did the whole time that we had been promoting it. And then Saturday, the amount of sales at the door was insane. Like, we probably way oversold the venue. because if you watch some of the footage from my videos about it, when the bands are playing, you can see the audience goes all the way back, like into people's booths. So people's booths are all full of like people standing around and shit. And it's just literally all the way to the back of the venue. I know that the cap on the room was like 400, and I would definitely imagine that it went way above and beyond that because there was way too many people in that place.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we break the rules around here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome,
sick.
though.
It went way, but I always get nervous and think that everything's gonna suck or that it's gonna be a bust or whatever. But this opened my eyes for sure, and I definitely think that it opened a lot of other people's eyes. I remember going up on there's a balcony that looks over the whole thing, and when Jay was doing his signing, just like looking over the entire room, I was like, holy fuck, like we threw an actual convention this time. It's not like the one last year was cool with what it was, but it wasn't. This was like pro level shit. It was, I don't even know what to say about it.
So not only you had Jay Weinberg, Sid Wilson, but also like Distortions, Edmonds, Marsha were there, right?
Yep. Ed and Marsha came by on Saturday. They sold out within an hour. Sleazy was there all weekend, in and out of character. And that's a cool one because people really like talking to him, no matter what. So it's like you get to Sleazy and get your picture with Sleazy or whatever. But if you catch Don, he'll sit there like he's never met a stranger. So people always have real nice stuff to say about him. Joshua Everett's, Trash Bag Ghost, Austin Lindemann, Alexander Titanium, the Sad Client. Like every vendor we had was rad. We still handpicked everything this year. So yeah, it was super sick.
That's great. So give me a couple quick highlights of the weekend, like something that blew up your skirt.
There's a lot. I got Jay Weinberg's reel, the Insofar teeth mask. That was pretty cool.
That's the shit.
I got to dress up like the Crimson Ghost while Jay Weinberg did a one of a kind Misfits set with my friend's band. I always have fun doing stuff with swollen teeth, but this was like the most fun that I've ever had doing stuff with swollen teeth. Sid gave me a suit. Like, I don't want to say that it was just like people giving me stuff, but obviously as a collector, that's kind of a big deal to me. But I don't know, man, the whole thing. I'll tell you what, Ricardo Grimm is the nicest fucking person on planet Earth. That was my favorite person of the weekend. Just every conversation we had was like a deep conversation. If we weren't laughing about something, we were like deep into talking about life. And I think my favorite part of the weekend was watching him perform because he was the first person that I called when we were doing it, or when I knew that we were putting it on. And he's a rapper, so like I didn't know how these people were gonna accept that and like if they were gonna give anything back to him. So I was really nervous because like, fuck, did I just set this guy up for like disappointment? And then he went up and did his thing, and it was him and Sid's first set ever. And dude, the crowd fucking loved it. By the end of that, I think he had like a legit crowd and like a following, and it was just super cool to see that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good, man. Xander, do you have any questions or anything you want to chat about with about PaleFest?
I mean, not. I'm just like, it's not so much questions because AJ and I had a conversation the other day, and no, in my opinion, no point in having the same conversation. It's more like I'm just as a fan of AJ and as a friend of AJ, I'm just very proud and just excited to see it all come together and all pay off, because anytime you put yourself out there, you run the risk of like what AJ's talking about, the anxiety of it being a flop. And you should never let that stop you or hinder you, but it is something I think is ultimately inevitable, that fear of it just not panning out to be anything worth a damn. And to see it, not that I even thought it would be ever for a second, but to see it come all together like that was truly cool to watch from afar. And I was like, during that weekend, I was like, I think I was in like Detroit, and I think it was in Ohio too, ironically, just in a different part. But watching it from afar, it was just cool to just see it manifest and be what it was. So that was just a really cool thing. Like I said, as a fan and as a friend. So
Thanks, man.
yeah, no worries, bro.
Agreed.
Awesome.
The one thing I think is pretty cool and pretty remarkable is that you basically started your channel and it's pretty Slipknot heavy, right? So you're a big Slipknot fan, and to have multiple members of the band be a friend of yours and to put on this festival with them, it comes pretty like full circle, I think. So I think it's pretty amazing. So congrats. Great job, man.
Appreciate that. I think a lot of that is attributed to those guys specifically. Like Sid and Jay are really about it. Like they are for the arts and like true artists. And I'll never say anything bad about them. A lot of what we were able to pull off with this festival was those dudes like just coming in on good faith and like really believing in it. So massive shout outs to both of them.
Good. Did they say they'll be at next year's Pale Fest? Do we have a next year's Pale Fest, AJ?
Dude, I really don't. Like, I'm not even trying to like hype it up or build it up as like, oh, are they ever going to do it again? Like, we would love to, because this weekend was magical, but there's going to have to be a lot of revisions to how we do stuff behind the scenes. I think we learned a lot of lessons this year. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. We would love to, hopefully. So fingers crossed. Yes, we all want it to happen again for sure.
Well, if you do, Under the Bus, there will be an Under the Bus booth. We will be there.
100%. Would love to have you.
And we'll bring Xander along too.
You better.
Fuck yeah, bro.
You think he'll have a snap by then? Because I want people to know that he's like,
dude. I think at this point I'm just gonna hold out. Like, you know, like it's kind of like I've got a streak going of not getting my hat, so I might as well.
He's on hat strike.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna win a couple more contests and then, out of spite, not accept the gift. Like I didn't get the gift the first time, so
I'm gonna make new stickers that say "I hat AJ Good."
There you go. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would love. I mean, obviously, I'd love to go. I just couldn't just go around.
Why couldn't you?
Dude, I was just bringing heavy metal back to the masses, one show at a time. You know what I mean? Like
that transition.
Yeah, that was a nice segue, dude.
Yeah, let's hear it, man.
I mean, ain't much to say, really. You know, just was on tour for the last month. About ironically, like 2.5 weeks ago. I only say that ironically because Pale Fest was around the same time. But yeah, I did a full U.S. tour with one of my longtime favorite bands from the metalcore days, a band called For the Fallen Dreams. We talked about it in the last show, but yeah, it went great, man. My favorite thing about traveling is literally like being fortunate enough to have acquaintances and friends all over the country, and then being able to see them like every single night at a new city is like, I feel truly like thankful for that. Like, you know, like that is just like the coolest thing, and it makes me happy. Like I have friends who I've only seen a couple times, and whenever I'm in town, they take their time out of their day to come see me, like AJ's done and Corey has done. So that was just my favorite part about the whole experience. Like truthfully, it just makes you feel good, you know, makes you feel like people actually give a shit about you. Because what's funny is like I have 0 friends here in Philadelphia. Like all my friends have either moved or have families, and there's nothing wrong with that. What do you say?
That's not funny at all.
I say it's ironic. Like, well, it's ironic. It's not something you would expect. Yeah, it's not exactly the best thing. Like I have 2 best friends now that are like starting families and are doing that, and are dads now. So it's like, you know, I am not a father, so I'm, you know, kind of doing this made up job, as AJ calls it, like, you know, the made up job, like being a content creator, and, you know, then getting to live out my literal dream of playing music, and either online or in person. So my point is with this whole story is like, whenever I travel, like that's when I get to see my friends, and like that's like the best part of the whole thing. It makes me really, really happy that I get to see my friends literally all over the country, and like that just makes me feel really, really good. So that was the best part of it all, truthfully.
Real quick, my boy, False Flag. Thanks for dropping the $10 super duper chat. This will go to the lap dance for AJ when we come out for Pillfest next year. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait to get my $10, dude. Hell yeah.
And then AJ, real quick, we do have a question. AJ, sorry to bother if you see this, but how much do Slipknot masks usually cost?
Sometimes 4, maybe 5.
4 hose?
Yeah, just like
Quality hose, though.
right around there. 4, maybe 5.
A couple. Let's just leave it a couple.
I'll have to check here. Hang on.
Couple shekels.
I got these dice in my pocket here. Let me find out how much they cost. This is saying 7.
All right.
So
Was it a 5 and a 2 or a 6 and a 1?
5 and a 2.
Yeah, I knew it.
So I think in regards to the question from that one guy, we'll get back to you, Xander, because I have some questions about your tour. If someone has a legit show use, concert use Slipknot mask, it's really hard, I think, for me to quantify with the dollar value, right? It's it's one of a kind, right?
Yeah, that shit's weird, dude. So like with this Paul Booth J mask project thing that we did, I was like, the market is so all over the place for that stuff. Like there are people trying to sell like stage used 0.5 clowns right now, and they can't give them away, right? I know what I paid for mine, but there are just like, I think that there's like the market's super weird. So we did this auction, and we had to set it for at least $1,500 to give Paul his payments worth, like his time's worth. And I was like, fuck, dude, like I hope that this thing sells for at least $1,500 so we can cover that or whatever. That motherfucker went for $5,200. Like blew my mind. Jay was like, what the hell? He's like, that's more than the other stuff that I've auctioned off. Like he's sold off like legit instruments and like stage use stuff. So the market's real fucking strange. That's a really weird market. These things, that should be what it costs. Like that's a crazy collaboration. Like, yeah, I think we should be, for most stage use masks, you should be talking like 5 digits.
Yeah, agreed.
Unless you're me, unless you guys have one to sell to me, then it should be like a couple $100.
Yeah. You kind of just shot yourself in the foot there, bud.
Yeah. Like
dude, they should be like 10 grand, honestly.
Yeah. Does my thing still say cum shot somewhere?
It does.
Okay, good. Because he said shot yourself in the foot, and I said like cum shot, and I hope somebody out there gets the reference.
There you go.
How do I get a bio?
Well, you have to have a hat.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. Damn.
Sorry, bud.
It's right. I'll show you later. Charles Green, thanks for the super duper chat. And this is also being streamed on Under the Bus Network and also the House of Mass Network. So if you guys would be so kind at some point, not necessarily right now, but go to Xander's channel, XRC. Make sure you subscribe, like, thumbs down, whatever you want to do, especially on AJ's too. Everyone Under the Bus, if you're watching, make sure you check out House of Masks if you haven't yet. And then if you guys are watching on House of Masks, please come by, hang out with us Under the Bus every Wednesday. Because we're fucking cool, I guess.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. All right. So Xander, couple questions for you.
Sure, bud. What
was the best show that you individually performed at, and what was the best like crowd reaction? What show?
I personally don't know my personal best. Because the show was interesting. The show was very streamlined. It was like to a click, and every show was the same. Like there was no room for variance. Because it was all timed out. We had 45 minutes on stage, and our set was like 44, like 40. So like I played, for better or for worse, literally the same thing every night. So like it all genuinely blurs together. But the best shows, in my opinion, there's like 4 that stand out. It was Dallas, Austin, Texas. Texas is amazing. I love Texas. Santa Ana, California was really cool. A couple of my friends came out, so like that was a sentimental one. And then like randomly, like Rochester, New York was awesome. Like just a random, no disrespect to that city, but you know, it's not like an L state. Just, that one was a lot of fun. So yeah, it's like it's pretty interesting. Like sometimes it just depends on the night, depends on the crowd, the venue. But I will truthfully say there was not one dud, and I've played several duds in my life, just playing locally and doing the DIY thing. So like to have a consistent crowd is awesome. Like when you don't have to like worry about that anxiety when there's just like lines around the door, around the block, like a real show should be. Like that's the coolest thing, man. So
That's great.
yeah.
I was
Any,
stoked because he said, like, when we had talked on the phone a couple weeks after Pale Fest and like a week after he got off tour, that he just finally got treated the way that he should be treated. Like he was telling me about like everything being taken care of and everybody in the bands being super cool. And I was like, it was about fucking time.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. It's true, man. Not to have that coming from a place of entitlement, but like I've learned that like the people the people that have the least amount of prove are like the best people. I mean, you can attest to that to hearing what AJ's saying tonight. It's like people that are, I don't want to say anything negative, but like I said, the people that are like established, they're just like great people. So like being surrounded by like great people, like opening for a band called Monuments, they were the headliners, and I've known of Monuments for years. Like they're the nicest people, man. Couldn't say a bad thing about them. So it was nice to like be on a bus, to sleep on the bus, just to, you know, do sound check and then go take a nap, or, you know, not have to like hustle and just have everything kind of just go smoothly. It was a joy, man. It was a real joy, and I forever thankful, and I hope I get to do it again soon. So yeah.
good, man.
Yeah. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
And you brought 2 guitars out, right?
Yeah, there was 3, but I brought 2 of mine and then used one of the band's for the majority of the time, just because it just looked cool. Honestly, truthfully, it was like all white. So
The LTD.
yeah, exactly. So I brought like my old 78 Les Paul Custom, and that was my favorite one to play. And then I played a Cerberus 7-string baritone and then LTD baritone.
Is that the Cerberus? Is that your
No, so
signature?
that is just the company. Mine is going to be available in January around NAMM time, which I'm actually going to NAMM. I just signed up.
Vietnam?
No, California NAMM, the North American Music and Media Show, I think it's called.
Oh.
I don't know. I just made that acronym up. That's probably wrong, but I know NA's got to be North American, and music's got to be in there somewhere. But yeah, I'll be going to NAMM at the end of January, so that's when those guitars will be coming out.
Good, man.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. Like I said, thank you for asking, dude.
So with your Les Paul, and one of your favorite things to talk about is guitars, you like talking about string gauges. Like, yo, man, what string gauge you have on that shit?
Actually, it's funny. I actually hate that question. It's the most bizarre thing that I've ever experienced being on the internet. That's the number one question. I don't understand. I truly don't understand that. It's wild. That's like asking, in my opinion, hey, what kind of gas do you put in your car?
How big of a dong do you have?
Yeah,
It's the
well,
same thing.
I mean, that has relevance. I mean, you know. And then you know, it may be small, but at least it's skinny. Like, you know.
Ooh. No, the reason why I bring up the Les Paul is when you're on tour with that, because you're using a 7-string. So is the Les Paul tuned to 7-string, like a 7-string? Like it's down to.
No, it was tuned down to drop A sharp. There was a tuning change.
Okay.
So like there's a bulk, like a block of the set that was dedicated for several songs that were written in drop A sharp. So the tuning for non-guitar nerds, it's in between like self-titled Slipknot and Iowa Slipknot. That tuning right in between there. So pretty low, but not like
That hits you right in the grundle. Yeah, no, because Meshuggah's 8-string.
Yeah, where's it hit you?
Right in the grundle region.
Yeah, dude. It's an oddly specific place that it hits you, but
AJ, quick question. I had it up for a bit and I just got out of it. I'm so sorry. Eskimo Kiss asks, "Hi AJ, would you invite Cancer Christ for next year's Pale Fest?"
Oh, absolutely. Cancer Christ has an invitation to literally anything I do, anytime, ever, all the time. They were invited to Pale Fest this year, and they were on the bill. And then they got the offer to go on tour with Guar at the same time, and it was obviously a no-brainer. Like, if you go get the Guar stamp of approval, you're going to get the stamp of approval from, like, yeah. Luckily, I got to catch them a couple times this year. I got to do guest vocals with them too. And we've already said, like, they're like, if there's a Pale Fest next year, we're there for sure. So if that happens, you can count on Cancer Christ. Also, plug for Cancer Christ. There's 2 bands that I'll push, and I will die on these hills, and that's Cancer Christ and Swollen Teeth. And I know they're both pretty new bands, and they're both hard listening. Like, I don't think a lot of people are going to hear them and immediately be like, yeah, this is about fucking blah. But if you really dive into those bands, some genius shit going on there, and I'm in love with both of them. They're like tied for my favorite bands right now. So shout out to Cancer Christ, shout out to Swollen Teeth.
Cancer Christ are country music, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gospel. Swollen Teeth will be invited to play Pale Fest every year ever. I want that to be the tradition. Like, you can't say Pale Fest without Swollen Teeth, and Bishop's on the same page as me. Like, we've already said that. Like, we want Swollen Teeth there every single year ever.
Good deal.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I fucking love Cancer Christ. They're so cool, and they're so fucking nice. Those are the nicest dudes. Anyways,
awesome. Xander, we got a question for you.
Yeah, bud.
From Biscuit Limkit.
That's Biz. I know Biz.
Yeah, Biz.
Yeah, Biz is a good dude. I don't know. AJ, I need that dice, bro. How big is it? Hopefully it's not a 2.
You want to blow on it?
Nah, I'll let somebody else do that. I don't blow my
own.
On it? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't blow on my own, dude.
Oh God, you're gonna hate this.
What is that?
3.
2 and 3 meters. Hell yeah, dude. I love it.
That's like a football field, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at least that's at least the first down. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, these dice are already coming in handy. It's the first day I've been carrying them around.
Dude, I need it. That's sick. What a cool. You're cool.
So AJ, what do you have going on now? Pale Fest is over. You've had a few weeks to digest what occurred. What now?
I'm just trying to get the content out from it. I still have so much shit I haven't done a video on, like the J mask. I still haven't done a video on that somehow. And I wanted to
do it tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Dude, that's a great idea, right?
I wanted to not just drown people with Pale Fest stuff too, so I tried to sprinkle in regular stuff, like I did the Cancer Christ show. Tomorrow there's I guess it's a Halloween hunting. And keep up with normal shit. Like today I did the fucking Slipknot video. What?
Now you're just gonna let that rip, huh?
You ever seen my videos?
Yeah, dude. All of them.
Yeah, and we tried to make the most out of the Halloween season, so we were doing like normie shit, fucking picking pumpkins and going to haunted houses and just trying to balance everything out. But yeah, there's a lot of content still left to go. I've got Guar scores, the J mask, a fucking Sid suit, but I have no events planned or anything like that. So
no Thanksgiving.
No, we combined them this year. That's yeah, we didn't have any live acts last year, and scrambling to put that show together in a month's time was silly. So we just did everything this year, and it went perfectly.
Good, man. We have a super duper chat from Ross Ferguson. Much appreciated, Ross.
Rouse.
And before, I didn't really say anything, but my man Charles Green dropped a super duper of $10. Charles Green is on a show, Fruitcake Tony. If you guys haven't seen, he's on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Charles Green is the fucking man. For their Halloween show, he was Mick Thompson. And I had no clue that he was a big Slipknot fan. And he says it's one of his favorite bands. I had no idea. And I've known Chuck Verdi for a while and didn't know he was a huge Slipknot fan. So I'm pumped to talk about that.
Hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's a cool costume. You don't see much Mick Thompson love compared to like everybody's Corey, or that's pretty much it. Everybody's Corey, but like yeah. Hey, AJ.
What?
And Boner. I have a question for all of us.
Good.
What's your favorite all-time Slipknot mask?
Ooh.
I kind of know AJ's, but I just like to hear about it.
AJ's favorite. I'm gonna answer for AJ.
I don't even know if I know my favorite right now. Fuck, you're freaking me out. I got like a top 3. They're all kind of
well, you're gonna have to cut 2, dude.
A Mount Rushmore of Slipknot masks.
No.
I'll tell you how many I can pick.
All right, fine. We'll do a Mount Rushmore. No, yeah. What are you doing?
I can pick.
Let me get my dice so I can pick.
I can pick 8.
Well, you only needed a 9, and you could do the whole band.
All-time favorite. Fuck, man. Aesthetically, probably the bald tattoo of the earth.
Yeah, like why you like trying to build suspense?
Because when it comes down to it, it's like if I could have my choice between the bald tattoo of the earth and his original West German clown, I would probably have to take the West G. Like that's the fucking mask. But then also like Joey Jordison's Wait and Bleed mask, like that'd be a fucking gnarly one for obvious reasons. I love Jim Root's Silver Iowa. There's just yeah. But my top 3 is probably the dude, Joey's Wait and Bleed, and the bald tattoo of the earth.
Cool.
You?
Oh, dude, my favorite of all time is the red Chris mask from Volume 3.
Really?
Yeah, and I love that. Like, I love that I have that pick because nobody ever says that. That one's my.
I've never heard someone say that before.
Dude, it is the best by far. It's the best Chris mask, and I think Chris has the best aesthetic of the band, like far and away. It's the most weird, creepy, cool. I just, dude, I think it's literally the best by far, and it's better than the first one. Because like the first one's like cool and like crude and it went through Iowa and stuff, but like I genuinely like the sculpted droopy eyes where like the paint's like down here and like his eyes are like ovals this way. They're like, dude, it's the best. It's the best.
That's interesting. I'm learning so much right now.
It's by far the best.
What about you?
Yeah, what about you, Brian?
Probably, I don't know necessarily like, I love All Hope Is Gone Corey mask just because it was so different from the Iowa self-titled in Volume 3. And then he just went to that. I love that mask. I think it's the shit. Probably that one.
Can I really
like, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Do you like it with would you like no hair or hair with that? Because I think that makes or breaks that mask.
I like with the hair, the little bouffant action.
See, I like no hair. Interesting.
Gotcha. And then the Iowa clown mask with his brain exposed and with the pentagram on the face. I love that. So
yeah.
I thought that was the shit. I was like, man, these guys don't fuck around. So that mask, probably 0.5 Jim Roots mask. I love that mask too. It's the shit.
AJ likes that one.
And then probably Joey Jordison's mask from All Hope Is Gone because I have it. It's hanging out and it's right in front of me. So I love that mask. It's a shit.
That's pretty cool. But dude, that looks so gnarly.
It does.
Look at that. Like the eyes are so gnarly. Like they don't line up. Dude, I love it.
AJ, didn't that mask come from a distortion mask?
Not that one. The original. I guess the first 3 that he wore. There were 3 liars between MFKR and Iowa.
Thought there was 4.
Oh, there was. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about the Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were 2 small-eyed liars, and then the main self-titled and Iowa liar, and then also the Freddy versus Jason, which is a fucking weird one.
Yeah, I think that's my least favorite. That one he looks like a meat. Like that's all I envisioned him saying. Meep.
Meep.
I think the self-titled and Iowa like main one is cool, but I really fucking love the scene from Spit It Out where they're like doing close-ups on him and Clown, and it's like it's fucking creepy. Big ass mouth.
The First Avenue show.
Yeah, dude, that shit's so cool to me. But yeah, those ones were all distortions, liars that were converted, and then the volume 3 was the first time that it was like sculpted by an artist for him.
And I think that's I think it's the red. I don't know why, because like I never liked the white. I think the white's boring. I think that's what it is.
Agreed.
Because he had a white one for that cycle too.
Yeah, and I think it washes him out too much or something. Like especially like under stage lights, the red it you can't really tell what you're looking at.
Yeah,
because the stark white it's so contrasty.
I have a question for you guys.
Sure, send it.
What's your least favorite Slipknot mask?
Oh, well, think about it. So everyone in the chat, if you could be so kind, on both on House of Mask channel and Under the Bus, put in your favorite Slipknot masks and your least favorite. Oh, and real quick, while we think about that, AJ, there's a couple super dupers. One from Ross Ferguson. Do you see that?
I don't know how I would be involved in doing anything with the music, but sure.
Dude, I saw you up there doing guest vocals. Dude, lay down some bars.
Yeah, that shit's fun, man.
Yeah.
And then AJ, another one. He would like you to make a death mask.
So that can be Crimson Dew. Yeah, man, why not? If you want me to make a mask of you, you should probably get Bishop involved, because I will end up murdering you slowly with plaster. But I can paint the finished copy or something.
Do I no love, dude? The green Chris is one of the worst. That green just it doesn't fit.
It's ugly as shit.
Yeah, and the silver one and the chrome one. It's just the red one, dude. The red one's the only one I really like. I'm obsessed with. But contradicting myself, I just love the overall aesthetic of the big weird nose. Like that is just the creepiest thing. Anyway, least favorite off the top of my head, I think I'm gonna go with like the second. It's off the top of my head. The second Sid skull mask.
Just the real human looking one.
Yeah, the one that's just a plain, white head, full something about his hair with the first go around was just so sick. And then it doesn't even hold what's the saying? Hold a candle. Is that how it goes? Hold a candle to the Iowa skull.
Yeah.
I just and Sid literally never misses, but maybe it's because it's I'm rating him on a scale, on a curve, because his aesthetics are always that one to me seems like the least Sid mask out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sid is the most creative of everyone.
Literally my favorite member of all time. So I think like I said, I think I'm being it's on a grading curve. Maybe it's just out of all of the other that's the biggest miss out of all the others for me personally in comparison. So yeah, I don't have to justify. It's my opinion. What about you guys?
Go ahead, AJ.
Man, I'm still thinking.
And it has to be worn, not a mask that was almost worn.
Yeah, I was gonna say my least favorite is one that people don't even really know about.
Yeah.
I fucking hate V-Man's We Are Not Your Kind mask.
The red and white one?
Any of them. He had a few different, he had a real gold colored one. He had a couple different versions of a white one that had red markings on it.
Yeah.
it just looks like a fucking squash to me.
Yeah.
And then also, I just don't like him as a. There you go. There it is.
You don't like him as a human being? Basis?
I don't know him as a human being. I don't like how he presents himself to the public. He seems to, he just. I mean, I literally remember somebody that this big thing started because somebody said "nice guitar" on a picture of him holding his bass, which a fucking bass guitar. It's a bass guitar, but it's a guitar, and he blocked the dude, so the dude wouldn't say something about it. So then all these people started saying "nice guitar," and he blocked every single fucking person that said that, all because, like, I don't know, That mask is fucking awful. What else do I hate?
So before I go, just so like that mask, I'd like least than the Sid mask, but I'm literally just going off of the original 9. That's like.
Oh, okay.
I would put all of them with the exception of Jay, like all of Michael Faust's masks, V-Man's masks, the new Craig mask. Like,
yeah,
it's almost like I'm trying to like. I think that's like an easy answer. So like for me, it was just like
we got to go like self-titled through All Hope Is Gone.
Yeah, like something like that. And again, this you don't have to, but that's just what I was doing.
Well, if that's what you're doing, I'll try to do that too. I would say. I don't know, because Craig's masks didn't really get super goofy looking until after All Hope Is Gone either. They still looked okay.
I thought they looked sick in All Hope Is Gone in Volume 3. I know you don't really, you're not too much of a fan of them. I think I like them better than the original helmet, even though the helmet's wild and weird. I just think, I really don't like the helmet that much at all. I think it's like, I think like the All Hope Is Gone, especially with that really matte paint job on it, or matte finish, whatever you call it. Like, I just think that looks so badass.
I just don't know how it just lost the sinister feel of the Iowa. Like the Iowa one looks so mean, and then it's such a concept. Like, how do you fuck that up? I say probably if we're going like self-titled through All Hope Is Gone, I really disliked Clown's bandage mask for Volume 3. Just felt lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a real lazy concept, and it's not a clown. I mean, he has a clown nose, but yeah, whatever. And I really disliked Corey's All Hope Is Gone.
Interesting.
You dislike Corey's All Hope Is Gone? That's one of my favorites, and you hate it?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, Sen.
He had one version that I liked, and it was only because he started doing like weird old Slipknot stuff to it. It had like the white like handprints on it.
Yeah, I love that shit. And then
that was cool. But yeah, I think I hated that one mostly because it was so fucking overused. Like, he used that for so long.
Yeah, like what, 6 years or something? No, not 6.
I used it for so long, but I think like 5. The initial, what I was discussing is when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit. Like, you couldn't see his eyes. And I thought it was pretty creepy.
I thought my least favorite of the original first 4 is his Volume 3. I think that's by far my least favorite out of all of his. Like, I would take All Hope Is Gone over that one any day.
I'm not a fan of them having anything made for them. Like, if it's sculpted for them, there's a good chance that I don't like it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
The whole feel of like the DIY, almost like borderline fetishism stuff from the first record cycle is just so much cooler. I think that's why I like Swollen Teeth so much too. It's because they're so handcrafted DIY. You can't tell what the fuck you're looking at. Like, those masks don't have a concept. The closest to having a concept from Swollen Teeth is Mega, because he kind of resembles a skull, but at the same time he's not. It's like fucking newspapers and tape and shit. So like I for some, like, what Craig's self-titled helmet is a good example, because like, what the fuck is that?
Right, but I don't like it at all. I think it's just because it's DIY. I think it's a pretty big miss for me personally. I know you love it, but I'm saying it straight to your face, dude. I think it's a huge miss for me personally.
It's fucking crazy how much we all feel about that shit, because like that is the Slipknot mask to me, because of how it was, like, what it was crafted and thrown together, and every part of it's rare and blah blah blah, and like, you like the fucking Chris, which is nobody else's favorite ever. I've never even heard that. And then he likes my least favorite. It's a fucking strange
It's wild.
combination.
Brian, what's your least favorite? You didn't answer.
I despise Corey's mask from We Are Not Your Kind.
Ah, yeah.
I think that's fucking terrible. Like his cheeks are all puffy. It's just like a puffer fish. I hate that mask. That was a huge miss for me.
What about after they fixed it?
What's that?
What about after they fixed it?
Still don't like it.
That's fucking wild. See, I think that's
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Concept is so cool.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I thought the 0.5 of his was like having two masks, like you can remove it and it was just different. I thought that was cool. I didn't love it, but I thought the concept was pretty neat. It was pretty creative.
Like Dr. Phil.
Yeah. B-Man's mask when he first joined sucked. I fucking hated that mask.
Yeah.
What
about out of the original, like the first 4 albums? Because that's harder to do.
Yeah. Pig Bennis. I wasn't a huge fan of his mask. No. I don't know. First 4 that I just like the most. I think the clown bandage mask was terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't mind it that much. It's wild, Drew.
Yeah. It was all right. Nothing from the first 4 that really sticks out that I'm just like, wow, that fucking mask sucked. No, just like the more recent ones I thought were not as good. But again, like the last Corey mask, I think is the shit. I love that mask too.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid one.
Yeah.
In comparison to some of the other more recent ones. Like I think that's better than all of We Are Not Your Kind and all of I guess all We Are Not Your Kind. That's the record before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the new one better than Volume 3 too.
How do you guys feel about Jay's teeth mask?
Oh, I love it, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I know AJ's not a big fan of it.
No, AJ loves it, dude. What are you talking about?
He doesn't like teeth on masks. He and I have had discussions about teeth on masks.
Or on other places. Not a fan of teeth.
The cheese grater? He's a huge fan of the cheese grater.
He said, hey, wait, watch out. Easy.
No, I'm just bullshitting. AJ hasn't said. I'm not a big fan of teeth on masks.
I like it.
I think it's all right. I think it's pretty cool. I think some of the different masks that he's done for a couple shows, like special shows that he had masks done for him, like your buddy did for him. I forgot which
did one, and Enrico did the Italy one.
The Italy one. I think that's a shit. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Super creative.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to go about making a video on this J mask because like I own it and it's special because of what it is, but at the same time it's definitely hands down aesthetically my least favorite J.
Damn. I thought you liked it, bro.
It's too
I know
you know what the fuck I'm about to say.
Yeah, I didn't know how you wanted to play that, I thought you were gonna roll the dice and see, how you're gonna answer that question.
9. What's that mean?
It means you're a huge fan. Obviously, it's the highest score.
All right, yeah, I love it.
No, the highest is 12. Clearly not a dice roller. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, hey, do that video however you wish.
I'll figure it out.
We have your boy keeps dropping super duper, so we should get to him real quick. So Rosberg says,
and to just super chat me the next time I go on because I'm not getting any of this money.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take care of you, bro. Don't worry.
I'm kidding.
Sorry, what I meant to say is death mask of you, but crimson that I can wear. I've got more to follow this, man.
I don't know. My death masks are special.
AJ, if ever become, sorry, I can't read, a wrestling manager, I love you to the vocals. I'd love you to do, I'm assuming he's saying, I love you to the vocals. I love you to the vocals and back. And Ray to the guitar. What about me? My fucking
Yeah,
guitar
yeah.
skills are phenomenal, Ross. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you ever
Ross.
see BonerJams shred? I have. It's awesome. I love you to the vocals too, AJ.
I appreciate that, man. It's great.
Hey, where AJ, where's this mask? Someone awesome, I believe, sent that one to you, right?
Somebody with a huge heart sent that over.
And a huge heart on. Oh, there it is.
That looks like a snare drum. Oh, it's next to it. Okay. Yeah,
That's
dude.
the fucking one. That's the one. Everybody's like,
it's the one that he wore at Madison Square Garden.
yeah, everybody keeps talking about the J mask now. And I'm like, you got that A-head clown right there, bud.
Yeah, bro.
Best mask ever.
Dude, you should see my mask. You should see my mask collection.
Do you hate that?
Do I hate
What
it?
do I?
No, I know Brian likes it. Obviously, he owned it.
I
but
fucking love that shit.
yeah, how do you feel about that?
The do I like that mask?
Yeah.
I'm pretty indifferent about it. I like the leather mask more.
Really?
Yeah. But
Why?
I'll never forget when I bought that seat. All right, because it's cool. I remember when I saw I got the CD booklet, and they had all the new masks, and I remember seeing the leather clown. I was like sick, because what it was like finally, because I was, I think they're in order. Maybe not, but I remember when I finally got the clown, I was just like, finally somebody's got a new mask, because other than Sid, because I know Corey was last, other than Sid, everybody had the same mask, and I was super bummed. I was like, all right, here's, Sid's a transformer, there's Joey, there's Paul, there's Chris with the nose, there's Jim the jester, there's Craig with the spikes, clown, whoa, all right, sick, finally, a new mask. And it was way different than anything we had seen. And that shot's really cool. It's like side profile. It's like, right up on his nose, and you can see it. I think that's super awesome. I was super bummed when he switched to the female clown, but that's not to say that I don't like the female clown. I think the female clown is cool, but I find it interesting, AJ, that you say certain things are lazy, whereas I interpret that mask as incredibly lazy.
See, I didn't respect or appreciate the leather mask until I heard an interview way late, like years and years later, where he's like, why he had it the way that it was, and then the eyes made sense, and then the dome made sense, and then the zippers made sense. Still, aesthetically, it's not a fucking clown mask to me. So to see that one, and it finally looks like a clown again, and it brought back the feel of converting a store-bought mask for the first time since the self-titled in Iowa Records. I just really was obsessed with that.
Interesting.
Felt like Slipknot again to me.
But it's fascinating because it's like there's no leather straps, there's not a zipper, it's just a nose and spray paint.
But his original mask didn't have any of that either.
True, but it was more claustrophobic, more like it wasn't just here. It was the whole. I don't know. I just something about this. It's like when you said Corey would make fun of, and the band would make fun of Joey because he just had, the elastic?
Yeah.
Elastic strap. But then that one's cool. So like it's just fascinating to me. And I like I said, I'm not knocking the mask. It's a sick mask, but it's just truly not one of my favorites. I don't understand the love for it like everybody else personally.
I just think for me, it hits all the points. Like it feels homemade again with a store-bought mask. I think it looks fucking cool. I think it's like women's stuff, like faces and stuff, freak me out anyways. And
women's faces, dude, women's faces, get out of here, bro.
Especially on Brazzers, their faces are horrifying on that website.
Speaking of that,
speaking of Brazzers,
he's like, oh, dude, my browser's open still.
Speaking of women's faces, one of the masks we launched at PaleFest was based off of the all.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just a fucking creepier, basically like an updated version of the the female
like a-
clown. So.
It's like a tattoo the earth female clown, AHIG female clown conversion.
Bingo.
Shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Creepy as
AJ,
shit.
on that that clown female mask that was sent to you by such an amazing human being, did you look at like how it's taped at the bottom? You see his beard hair is in it.
Yeah, and it's I noticed too that that's like straight up duct tape, but the
Mhm.
tape on the outside is gaffers.
Right.
So it obviously happened at like different points, and he still tried to like tape it up. That's another thing that you would never see on the shit that was made for them, was like them trying to keep the shit together. Like Joey's masks were riddled with tape, and the original self-titled clown had tape and stitches, and
Yeah, plus they had zero money to make another mask. So
Yeah, like
Look at
that's 1,000 times creepier than, like, that's way better. Yeah, that's gnarly.
I love this thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it'd be awesome if you doctored it up instead of having the blue, let's say like the mascara, have it all black. Like, yeah, that'd be the shit.
Dude, we can do a bill. We can make you a custom copy if you want. We got the
Yes,
mold.
please.
The fucking UTB clown.
That'd be the shit.
Yeah,
Put some bolts in it. Do the bolt hawk. I think the bolt hawk's cool as fuck.
yeah.
I think that's cooler than the bald one.
See,
That's
that I didn't like the Bolt Hawk because it's
But you like the Craig helmet.
because the Craig helmet is a gas mask with a helmet and nails. Like the TTE looks like a fucking real face. It looks like a menacing thing. So why
That
would you
was also sculpted for clown.
Right. Yeah, so why would you have bolts coming out of the head of a fucking
But why do you like it if it's sculpted for him?
I don't like the Bolt Hawk version.
But you like the bald one that was also sculpted for him.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I hate all the skull. Like, obviously, I like Sid's Iowa gas, like the skull.
Yeah,
That's cool. It's just a fine line. Like, there's
Yeah.
a
real fine.
real fucking fine.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, very, like that. Okay, that's cool. That's not fucking cool. You know that the AHIG clowns were made for clown, right?
I did not.
Yeah. So he bought one in like Japan or something, like a store bought one, but they're fucking tiny. And the way like Rayless, the dude that made the stuff for like the All Hope Is Gone era, showed me how he made those in the same exact fashion as like a big mass-produced mask company would make them. Like he made them bigger and stuff, but the coolest thing is that like the paint is all done with stencils. So there's just layers of stencils, and each one gets peeled off, and then a piece gets. It's nerdy shit, but yeah, those were made for him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like we got off topic.
No, this is a great topic.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The Bolt Hawk's awesome. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're off topic. I mean,
So like I love the Tattoo the Earth clown. I hate the Iowa clown.
yeah, I'm not a fan of the Iowa clown at all.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
one
the
of my-
exposed brain. I think that that's like a gimmicky, like horror cliche. And like when I was young, I was like, oh yeah, the pentagram, that's fucking sick. But now I'm just like, cool.
All right.
Yeah, okie dokie.
But see, like Brian likes that one, so it's just there's no right or wrong. Yeah.
Well, if I like it, then it must be right.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
How about the reunion shows like Iowa clown with the gauges, bro?
That might be my least favorite mask.
Really?
Now that you've brought that up, yeah, that might be, because the whole mask looks like if you went to your local baker and were like, hey, can you make me an Iowa clown cake? It literally fucking looks like cake. And then, yeah, he topped it off with the fucking plugs. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Is there horns too, if I'm not mistaken, or am I making that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is horns, bro. Sick.
Dude, what a fucking awful looking thing.
Fucking edgy, bro. Look at that.
God.
That's sick, dude.
And it's somehow like, oh, it's got the earrings too. I forgot it had like earrings up around the cartilage.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he's got his cartilage pierced, bro.
The mask looks constipated too. Like it's obviously a resculpt. So like the mouth is real closed on it and stuff, and it just looks like he's like trying to shit real bad.
But yeah, seeing that when Iowa came out and seeing those masks is, I think his mask is perfect for the album because it's so aggressive and angry and fucked up.
Yeah,
his mask is the visual component of that album.
I totally, yeah, for the time period, it makes,
yeah,
like this is an iconic shot. Like that just looks gnarly. That just looks grungy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like if the brain wasn't there, I think it would make it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe.
I love the brain.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's the shit.
Well, then that's cool. Then yeah, then that doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. It's just interesting to hear what other people.
There's something wrong with your medulla oblongata.
I think that's fucking cool about Slipknot is like there is literally something for everybody to appreciate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there that the Iowa 2012 clown is their literal favorite mask. There's got to be. So, who the hell are we?
Yeah. So speaking of masks, since we're talking about Slipknot, what's your favorite show that either you've seen or that you've been to of Slipknot? AJ, we'll start with you first. I think you've only seen them once or twice, right?
I honestly haven't seen them that many times. Probably 5 or 6 times now.
Okay.
It's a show that I've been to or
either like your go-to on YouTube, because Xander loves fucking talking about live shows. He's like, hey, did you ever hear that song from this concert on this date? And I'm like, no, I haven't. But he's like, I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah. So I don't know if you're crazed like Xander, which is cool though.
The shows that I've been to or whatever, like they were cool because I got to see Slipknot live. But I think Disaster Pieces has my most memorable moments in it. Like Purity from Disaster Pieces is fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because even like fuck ups kind of make that cool. There's a part in Purity where Joey loses his stick, and that shit, like, that's stuck with me forever. The Gods of Metal footage that you can find from 2000 is pretty cool too. I love that whole intro where it's like, you have nothing to contribute to this, so stay the fuck out. And then it shows like 5 or 6 minutes of backstage footage of them like getting ready to go on and stuff. So one of those.
Yeah, like just say AJ, like you can have a point of reference what Brian's talking about. Like the Volume 3 bonus People Equal Shit version. That's the only version I listen to. It's like that or I don't listen to the song.
Really?
Like like that is just like unbelievably better than anything.
I think I have some like that. Like The Blister Exists from the Volume 3 DVD.
Yeah, there you go.
That's so sick. And they change the marching snare thing to like drop off certain parts, so it's like only the snare. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I get that for sure.
Like Sick from Disaster Pieces or Bust, shit like that. Like there's only like certain versions of stuff that I'll listen to.
Yeah.
So like I get super nerdy, and then like there's like footage of like it'll be like that the Gods of Metal Scissors version. That's the only one I listen to, even though it's like filmed from 300 yards away.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to the album anymore. I just watch that version. Like that's the shit, and you can barely understand what's happening, but like I'm like obsessed with that version. So like I get really weird about that stuff. So
there's a Rock Am Park 2000 version of Scissors that I'm like that with, or he's doing like his weird speech. He's like,
Scissors,
when you're left with nothing, you become
nothing. And he just says that over and over. Yeah,
dude, there will never be another Slipknot. Fuck.
Yeah.
I fucking love Slipknot, man.
Yeah, dude, you're a big fan.
That shit is cool.
That's the best thing you said all night.
I really am freaking out. Like, there's just so much cool shit from back then. There's a part I was watching it the other day. Fucking, it's like a Tattoo the Earth show, and Sid is the last one on stage. And I remember the first time I ever saw it, He's walking up to the audience with his
I watched this today. This today, bro. I swear on my life. I just saw
and
this.
he's like showing everybody in the crowd his set list, and then he fucking wads it up and puts it in his pocket, and then fucking flips them off and leaves.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
It's the best, bro. It's the
I
literal
love
best.
that shit. And fun fact, Thanksgiving last year, Sid gave me that mask, and then he was like throwing some more stuff out to the crowd, and he gave me a shirt, and he was like, here, throw this out. So I fucking did the same shit. I walked up to everybody with the fucking shirt, and they're all like reaching out for it and stuff, and I fucking put it in my pocket, and he started laughing real hard. I was like, I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, he appreciate. I'm sure he got the reference. He had to.
Had to.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, Slipknot's sick. I used to do all kinds of shit after the, like everybody would leave stage and he would come on and you would just hear him like cutting a little bit, and then it would be a sample of some dude going like, "Do you know where your teenagers are?" I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Or you cannot fuck with this band. Yeah, like
fuck this band.
That's the best, dude.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go watch Slipknot shit.
Yeah.
I was always a big fan of 3-0 live back then. It's just super aggressive.
Yeah, dude. I really love that song. Like when I really have an appreciation for Volume 3 live. I think all the songs on the record are like 5 to 10 BPM too slow, and then when they play them live, like Blister Exists is the epitome of that. Like
Blister Exists is the shit.
It just drags on the record. It's like,
dude.
It's like, bro.
Yeah, but live is so much faster.
Yeah, they're just going for it, man. It's awesome. But yeah, 3-0. I love 3-0.
The Nameless video.
Was that?
The Nameless music video is like the coolest video they have, and it's a live version of the song.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you said the NAMBLA video. I was like, what are we talking about?
The North American Marlon Brando Association.
Yes.
Anybody get that reference? Oh,
Nope.
That's from South Park. Like they did we're NAMBLA. What? And it's like a bunch of dudes that look like Marlon Brando. Like, yeah, the North American Marlon Brando lookalike association. Never mind.
And then speaking of 3, one huge pet peeve I have is when people are counting like with their hands and they do this for 3. Fuck you. I hate that shit.
No,
you got to turn it like this. And they're like, I'm like,
you know why me and him do that, right?
Wow.
There's on Purity, on Disaster Pieces, Corey's like, on the count of 4, I want to see you fucking moving. And he counts and he does 1, 2, and then he switches to 3. And it shows it real quick from his point of view, like the camera on his head.
Does he do 1, 2? So like that? I thought it was that's how it is? Okay. I didn't know if he did this. Like 1, 2, maybe, but I know 3 is this.
So I think it's regular and then that.
Yeah, which is so
I
weird.
remember that part.
Yeah, that's the only one that matters.
Yeah. Makes no sense. Why'd he do that? Why didn't he just do 3?
Yeah.
Whatever. This is my autism showing.
Batism. Ross Ferguson is still just dropping a ton of money.
Damn, bro.
God bless you, Ross Ferguson. He says, I'm so sorry that it doesn't pick up my accent because I'm Scottish, but I hope all the super dupers go to you. It's going to Kurt. He appreciates it. Thanks, Ross Ferguson. Appreciate it, man. And then Xander, we have a question for Derek Gildart. Did everyone get the Maggot 2.0 mask today? Xander already purchased it.
Oh, several.
Copy number 1.
Yeah. Number 1 and number 69.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I did not, and I will not be purchasing it. I would like for the people who truly want them to get them because they're limited and they're cool. And what am I gonna do with a 2.0 mask? Like, besides wear it, you know?
It's like a furry. Yeah.
I couldn't make fun of it. I know somebody else that can make fun of it.
Yeah,
so since we're talking about masks, can we talk about this briefly, guys?
What?
We're all family here, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get political, but
dude, not in this economy.
Dude, it's the end of the day.
So that the new maggot mask, which dropped literally about 20 years after the first maggot mask drop, right? I'm not a huge fan. I dislike the mouth very much, but I think the eyes and the concept is cool. Just not a huge fan of the mouth. That's just my opinion. That's my take. That's a hot take from me. What about you, AJ?
My friends made that, I think, and they did really good on what they were given to do.
Great answer. Xander?
I'm pulling it up right now. Just so I can get a point of reference here. Yeah, not I don't know, man, because like I'm not a huge fan of the first one, truthfully.
I hate the.
I guess your friends didn't make that one.
No, they didn't.
But like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I think it would be better without. Actually, I like it.
It's one of the masks of all time.
Out of all of them out there, this is one of them. I like it. Yeah, dude, I like that one. I like this mask. What else do you want to talk about?
I think that it's got potential if people were to buy 2 of them and keep one original and then take another one and paint it the way they want it and put a real zipper in it super easily. That's legit.
I have a question. Why are all the death masks like brown?
I don't fucking know.
Worst color and like it's like the least like in like art inspired. I guess because of like tan leather, but like Slipknot colors aren't brown.
Yeah, there are a couple, like the ones they wore at Mayhem are almost like white ones. They're so glazy. They did like meet and greets, and they would wear death masks for all.
No. Okay, I used the wrong word. Not death masks. The maggot masks.
Oh,
my bad. Why are they always brown?
Well, the new one isn't it more like red and orange, right?
I mean, red and orange makes brown.
The real maggot.
I'm just saying.
The real one is brown, right?
Yeah.
The one in the Vermilion video.
The OG one, yeah.
Well, that's
just
why.
like.
Just isn't an homage to the original?
This one's orange, right?
I mean, it's like it's like red and orange, but then when you get back from it 10 feet, red and orange, if you mix them together, makes brown. So
listen, this is the real maggot mask, okay?
Dude, you're absolutely correct. I cannot argue with that. That's awesome.
That thing is saying, oh.
That's the best one. I don't know, man. Who am I to say? Yeah, like AJ said, people worked really good on those masks. So
yeah, it's like I feel their pain if they were the ones that made it, because they're really good artists and they were probably just doing what they were told and they probably did it exactly how they were supposed to. But as a tattooer, I know it to be all too true that you can do a very technically perfect tattoo, but if the fucking tattoo design is bad, if your client wants just an ugly design, it's going to be an ugly tattoo no matter how well you do it.
Yes.
And I think that is probably what we got here.
Interesting.
And it's crazy to me, not to like shit talk clown or anything. That dude was the guy that was like, this is how our jumpsuits are going to look. This is how we're going to pose in our pictures. This is what we're doing with these masks. Like, he obviously came up with the original liar mask and converted a bunch of that shit. That same guy is the one that put out, like, you remember those birthday clowns that he released?
I don't.
Holy fuck.
Birthday clowns.
Yeah, he put out a special limited edition birthday clown, like through Slipknot's website and stuff, and sold it as like official merch.
This might be before I found your channel and I didn't know anything about anything.
What year was this?
2014 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was. Oh my god.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
Yeah, I didn't get into mask stuff until I found your channel, AJ. I found your channel through Michael Myers stuff, honestly.
It's
Like-
just wild to me. Like the same dude that came up with the whole concept, or most of it anyways. Obviously they all had their own like individual, whatever. Whatever. And that's the same dude that like is wearing the fish mask right now. A plain white mask that looks like fish lips, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, same dude. AJ, I don't know if you heard me. I'm not trying to derail the conversation, but
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just realized like I found your channel through Michael Myers content. Did you know that? Did I ever tell you that? Yeah,
No.
when that span and like leading up to 2018, the movie, when you're like sitting on your couch and you had like Halloween 5 mask and then like all the Rob Zombie variants and the question of the day.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I miss those times.
The question of the day and all that. Like that's when I found you.
Damn, question of the day. What the hell?
Yeah, like I obviously, who the fuck am I to say I love what you do regardless, but yeah, bro, like those simple times were like those are fun to watch, man. Like I learned so much. I mean, like that's where I found you. Yeah, through Michael Myers content, ironically.
I don't know why I can't recapture some of that. I definitely have like accidentally pigeonholed myself into a certain thing, but man, I would love to get back to that type of shit.
So you're saying masks are a certain niche and pigeonhole yourself? What?
I pigeonholed myself into people only give a fuck about Slipknot. Like there's definitely a Slipknot syndrome. So it's not that I've like stopped caring about Myers, or I mean, no matter how bad David Gordon Green fucked everything up, I still love the character Michael Myers, and I still, like I don't know.
I as a friend and a viewer, I disagree that you didn't pigeonhole yourself to just Slipknot stuff.
Agreed.
Because you're like one of your most popular videos is your full Michael Myers collection.
Yeah.
So, and again, that's that era that I found you.
Yeah.
And not to say like what I like is, but like I'm looking right now, like full Michael Myers collection. It's your third biggest video. Like Halloween huntings, several of those are there. So like, yeah, sure, obviously Slipknot gets the most amount of attention, but maybe that's also a byproduct of that's the most type of content you make too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like how many Slipknot videos do you have versus Michael Myers videos? I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
maybe that's what it is. But
it feels like
obviously, yeah. Go ahead.
That one was that Myers video I think is just like it's one of those algorithm things where it just fucking took off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks because those videos were fun to make, and the Halloween huntings especially, but like I just lost an essence about them or something. They're definitely different. Like if you watch my Halloween huntings from the last couple of years compared to like the first season,
yeah,
something fucking different. I can't figure it out. It's not like I don't know.
I think everybody does it now.
Yeah.
I think it's like just oversaturated, and like people will go to like a horror convention and go Halloween hunting or whatever, and like just buy the sickest amount of merch, and then get an interview with Bill Moseley and spliced in there, and it's just what I mean. Like it's a whole. It's not so like underground DIY, unfortunately. That's just my opinion, spitballing off the cuff type of thing.
I'm pretty sure I started that series.
That's what you said. I remember you saying that. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's kind of cool. It's a cool
accolade. It is. Cool,
I found AJ's channel because I was looking for like ball gags and just different like porn shit, and then all of a sudden I came to you with the mask. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Brian? How did you know of AJ? Was it through me?
Yeah, I'm curious when you found me too, because I remember your name popping up for like years, just random super chats or something.
Yeah,
and I would always be like, "Fuck, I love that user! Like that username's so funny."
Honestly, I don't remember. It's been years that I've been watching The House of Mask, so I feel like you've grown up in front of my eyes. You're so amazing, man. I'm proud of you. I still remember. Honestly, I have no idea. And then I remember, just, obviously it was like Slipknot guitar shit, and that's how I found Xander. And then just been watching his stuff for years as well. I guess since I'm sorry?
Did you find him through me, or that was just a random?
Just random.
That's strange. Now we're all connected.
And then when I started doing lessons with Xander, we were talking, and I'm just like, I said something about you, and he's like, "Oh, he's a friend of mine." I'm like, "No shit, I've been watching that dude for years."
Yeah.
Comes full circle, boys. Comes full circle. How did you guys, like, speaking of that, since we're talking about YouTube shows, how'd you stumble across Under the Bus? No, I'm joking. What are some of your favorite channels that you watch, that you frequent? I'll start with you, Xander.
So I don't watch much
Porn.
like come on. Yeah, I mean, we all know
Come
that.
on, man.
No, I don't watch much guitar stuff because like I'm kind of just like, it sounds kind of lame, but I'm just gonna say, like, I'm so not interested in what other people are doing in my own market. Like I'm just really just so into what I'm doing, because I think like as an artist, when you compare yourself to others, like you start like trying to chase the dragon and trying to like follow trends, and you kind of like lose sight of like what you're into. So I don't really watch too much guitar, but I do watch like a channel called Riffs, Beards, and Gear. That's the first guitar YouTube channel I ever found that's strictly guitar. So I watch that a lot.
Mhm.
And then like I'm really into like the horror movie review channels. Like Cody Leach is a guy that I'm a huge fan of. We watched a movie. It's like two dudes just being goofballs. I really like that channel. Sparingly. Dead Meat's okay, but Dead Meat's a little bit too polished for me. It's like I feel like I'm watching like cable TV. It's you know what I mean? Like AJ's smiling. Like it's like literally scripted, and like he's like on a set. Like I don't know. I like people that are kind of just doing it, you know,
Ooh.
kind of throwing it together.
Ooh.
And then I like a channel called Mr. Nightmare. It's this dude that just narrates horrors, like true like horror stories of like people like breaking down, and then like some creepy guys in the woods, and like they get away. You know, nobody ever dies, obviously, but like, you know, it's like freaky things that happen to the people. If they died, they wouldn't be able to email them their story. But like, yeah, like stuff like that. So I'm really into like horror movie stuff and horror theme stuff, and then the occasional like tornado documentary. I watch a lot of tornado documentaries. I'm just being honest, Brian.
No, that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting
to know Xander, everybody.
Yeah, I don't ever talk about like when do I ever have the opportunity to talk to anybody about that? So, yeah, that's what I like to watch.
Cool.
And of course, the House of Mass and Under the Bus. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. And before AJ, we get to you, my man Ross Ferguson is paying for mortgages right now. Ross, I don't know what you do for a living.
Yeah, how's
God
Marsh
bless you. But he needs to know, how is Marsh doing, AJ?
I haven't seen Marsh in a while.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's when was the last time we saw Mash? Oh, actually, I was driving past a coffee place 2 days ago, and I saw his car parked there, so I went in and hung out with him for a minute. He was
Cool.
actively shitting when I walked in, but then he came out of the bathroom and we talked for a second. So
Nice.
he seems to be okay.
I love Mash, dude. I don't think I've ever met him, but like I've DM'd him like maybe 5 times back and forth. He's just a really good dude. And
he, I think, had the time of his life at Pale Fest. Like, people were asking for selfies and shit, and
that's amazing.
It was funny as fuck. So
yeah, I love that dude.
Good old Marsh.
That's awesome.
What do you watch, AJ? And then we'll get to Brian.
Yeah, AJ, what do you watch, man?
Like dedicated channels that I try not to miss. I watch like a lot of Dr. Wolfuless stuff.
Oh yeah, I do too. I watch him too.
Yeah. Stitched together pictures, that Andy the Maniacal Cinephile guy.
Yeah, he doesn't upload much though.
Yeah, he's real sparse, which is crazy because his shit's really good. Like, he's probably out of all the horror commentators, I think he's my favorite.
Yeah.
I do watch
him, Brian?
Kill Counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, he like wraps his face in like bandages, I guess. That's like his shtick.
And he's got 3 versions of himself. There's the normal one, the evil one, and the good one.
Yeah, and he acts them
It's
all
hard to
out.
explain.
Yeah, but it's really good.
It is. Yeah, his shit's really well put together.
Yeah. Dead Meat, you said?
Yeah, I've kind of fizzled out of that too. Just it's got to be like the subject matter. Like if it's not a movie I'm interested in, I won't watch it.
Yeah.
I watch. The Barracks has a series called it's just the Barracks Games of Skate. So they do a big series where they have all these pros come in and compete for weeks on end, and then finally it gets down to like Battle at the Barracks. So I watched those.
Is that skateboarding?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch a lot of model train stuff, and I've been watching a shitload of police chases.
Nice, dude. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, they're addicting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every day I watch the same exact drum cams over and over. So like a lot of Alan Cassidy, Black Dahlia Murder shit.
Yeah.
John Rice with Behemoth. That's about it. Do I watch anything else that you can think of? I watch predators get caught fucking constantly, dude. These people that set these fucking pedophiles up.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is so fucking entertaining to me because these people are so weird and just like it's always the same thing over and over. And they always lie. They're like, I was just coming here to tell her she shouldn't be doing this. But it's so fucking like, dude, watching them get caught is so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's grunt. Yeah. Makes you feel weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
They like start sweating like profusely, like uncontrollably and shit. Like I saw like on Chris Hansen sometimes. Like
yeah,
have a seat. Have a seat.
Dude, there's these ones. They're called DAP, and they fucking will do it. They'll always have a meet at like a Walmart or a Dollar General or something, and then they just fucking publicly humiliate the fuck out of these dudes, and it is so good. I love the fucking, what's that called? Like, it's like if I was gonna fight you. Like you would avoid confrontation. It's confrontation. I love the confrontation.
Yeah.
So good. So yeah, that's my.
Those are your go-to channels.
My go-to. And obviously I tune into the Under the Bus live streams when I can. And I watch some of my buddy Xander's channel, his tour vlogs. I really enjoy those.
Yes.
Wish there was more.
Yeah. Yes. I was so sick, man. I couldn't.
So sick.
That's why I wasn't feeling so well because I'm so ill, dude.
So before I get into some of my channels, which I know you guys are really excited for,
I actually am. Every
I'm
time
literally
you
am
answer a question, I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah. There, someone wrote. Hold on, I gotta get back to it. Here you go, Xander. If you can.
Yo, the happy good clowns. What's up, dog? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, Stan? Love BonerJams.
Probably from AJ's channel, yeah.
I've never seen that username.
Oh, I could be wrong.
And then we have another super dupe from Ross Ferguson. Good night, AJ. Good night, Ray. Hopefully one day I'll be able to see you to keep up the good work. Well, yeah, thanks, Ross, for not saying anything to me.
Night,
what the fuck? See ya, Ross. Son of a bitch. No, I'm just joking. Thanks, Ross, for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it.
Now you know how Xander feels about his hat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm literally Ross, actually. Like that's me the whole time.
It hurts. It hurts, guys. All right, I have my phone here. Let me tell you a few channels that
what do you watch? I literally don't know. Besides, like Fret 12 videos. What's that? That's not funny.
So on some show or channels I've subscribed to, and he's actually in the chat. We have my boy Ryan from OU812. If you guys haven't done so, check it out. These guys can fucking play. Xander, I don't know if you've watched it or AJ.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. They're fucking good. Way better than the average player, man. They're good.
And then also here and there on Thursdays, they have a special guest. God bless her soul. Anyway, then we have my boy Tea Cake, Foot Cake. We talked about him before. House of Masks. Love that channel.
Yeah, bro.
Then Xander, obviously. Let's see what else we got here. The Candle Enthusiast. I fucking love that. So if you guys don't know, I love candles. I do. I've been burning candles for, I don't know, since I was a little kid. My mom, it's a little story. My mom would be like, "Hey, Brian, do you want to stay in the house where it's nice and warm or go outside with your dad and do yard work?" And he yells at you and it's 20 degrees. I'm like, "I'm just staying right here." And she's like, "We're going to burn candles and we're going to make it smell real nice and we're going to vacuum." I'm like, "That sounds like the shit." And now I'm 42 years old and I can't get enough of it. So, yeah, so I don't know. I love watching people talk about candles and like, "Oh, and this has got a base scent of this." And I'm like, "Tell me more, man. I'm all in." So I'm huge. And I'm dead ass too. Like I love
Yeah.
That's fucking cool as shit, man. And
it.
dude, one of me and Corey's inside jokes is like, we look the way that we look and we're into the shit that we're into, but will text each other when we get a new candle because we're so fucking excited about the new candle. Like, man, we're about to fucking turn this bitch into a fucking beach. Like, we're just so stoked about it.
It's amazing. And also one of my major pet peeves, or AKA psychotic hatreds, is I have to burn the candle within season. So if it's like summer and someone's burning like a balsam cedar, like a Christmas candle, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, yeah. So like right now in my house, it's all fall scents and it's absolutely amazing.
You would hate to be in my presence. I just burn pumpkin all the time. Like it's literally like pumpkin spice or nothing.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. I have that
But
shit
no,
like,
that's that you just but it's obviously in season right now. Like I'm talking July, dude.
you can't pump. Come on, Xander.
It's either pumpkin spice or fresh linens. It's a pretty obvious answer on that one.
Wait, I have a question for Brian.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. What
is your favorite candle?
Apple pumpkin. It is my favorite candle on earth. Yankee Candle. It is like it always reminds me of being a kid around Halloween and having spider webs up in the living room and watching, Garfield Halloween and, like the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Like, so every time I smell it, it brings me back to that. So that is my number one candle of all time.
Hell yeah.
Did you ever try to eat it?
No, not yet. Not yet.
No. Yeah, me neither, dude.
A couple other channels that I frequent is there's this one guy. I don't know if anyone would know it would be AJ. This guy named Hunt Former. He's a big Halloween guy, and he goes to different stores like Spirit Halloween and talks about all the shit that they have there. I could sit and watch Halloween YouTube videos all day. Unfortunately, the Chicago Bears, I've watched all their shit, Chicago Cubs. And this one channel I have to talk about. It's fucking amazing. It's this dude. It's called This Vlog Glows in the Dark. Everyone check him out. You can even leave this channel right now to check this dude out. This guy is a fucking treasure. He's a national treasure. And I'll send you guys a video. But this guy is the man. He always starts every show that he does. He's like, "Hey guys, it's your boy." Starts every single one with that. He's fucking amazing.
Why does he only have 35 subscribers?
Yeah,
I don't know. So everyone go there. I honestly don't know. It just came up when I don't know, and I saw him and I couldn't stop watching him. And now I watch all his videos and he's fucking hilarious. And I don't know if he's necessarily means to be hilarious, but he's one of the funniest human beings I have ever seen. So
I'm watching him right now off screen. He's just like, I love his demeanor. He's like putting me in a good mood. He's like,
dude, he's the man.
Hey guys, it's your boy. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I just subscribed. Thank you, man.
Yeah, me too.
So if you guys don't have much going on, check him out. I bet it would make his day if he went from 35 to 100 like overnight.
Yeah, dude, I want to like.
We should drop him in the chat. Drop the link to his thing in the chat.
I will. Thank you. Thanks for that. But he's fantastic.
Brian's on his latest upload 4 weeks ago. Best channel on the tubes. Love my boy. I'm gonna comment. Just found you today. Yeah,
I'm gonna drop.
Thanks for sharing this guy. Like I'm not being facetious. Seriously, like I love finding and being exposed to like underground gems and like being there before people blow up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
I just shared a link in my own personal chat and told everybody to go sub. So hopefully that'd be so sick.
Yeah, he's fantastic. and I bet it would make his day. He seems like such a good dude. And also, I cannot get enough of Uncle Laser. So on Instagram, YouTube.
I hate
That's
that motherfucker.
you hate. Get the fuck out of here.
So I'm a huge Kill Tony fan, and the girl is literally in the other room flipping double dukes right now. Dude, he fucking ruins that show. You
Damn.
watch Kill Tony?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He comes on and just shit bombs everything.
I'm not a huge Kill Tony fan though.
Dude, oh man, he comes on and we're like, well, literally, I'll skip past him. I don't know why Tony keeps giving him chances. He just gets all fucked up on coke and stuff and comes out and like is a fucking douchebag and then gets kicked off for 4 months and then Tony brings him back.
No, he's amazing. Just the ignorant shit that comes out of his mouth and just how he talks. I don't think that's a gimmick. Like that's just who he is.
Yeah. I wanted to like him really bad the first couple of times I saw him because he would always be wearing like a fucking Stone Cold shirt or a fucking Dale Earnhardt shirt. I'm like, oh, like I like that shit. And then yeah, he would come up and like he would have no jokes. He would just tell a story that wasn't funny, and then he would be an asshole.
And then what? And then what
That's
happened?
it. That's it. Tony would like embarrass him and he wouldn't be back on for 6 months.
This vlog glows in the dark's up to 51 subs.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Fuck, hell yeah.
That's
hell yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's your boy.
Hey,
Every
guys.
single one. Like now, when we're done tonight, I guarantee you guys are going to sit there and you're going to send me a text, be like, dude, I cannot stop watching this. I'm like, I know.
I can't wait to give my like legit undivided attention to watch like the videos. Like he's got like wine bottles with Frankenstein on them. I don't even know what that's about. I'm here
I
for
saw
it.
one with like a Halloween Burger King.
Yeah, I saw that
I'm really
too.
looking forward to.
It's
I'm
amazing.
so excited, dude. Yeah, that's cool, man. Good for him.
He's the man. I don't know him. I want to know him though. So.
Right? Yeah, like he just has that demeanor. Like he just looks like he would just be a joy to be around.
All right,
You guys
super.
ever fall for the fucking like brain rot that is like reels and stuff now, like the trendy ones, like the bottles rolling downstairs.
Nah.
No.
Dude, okay, so like I watch those now and I'm kind of upset about it, and I don't search them, but when I see them, I'm like, all right, I'll check it out.
You have to watch it. So like, what is it? Just a bottle rolling? I'm assuming a bottle rolling down the stairs or rolling down something for an extended period of time.
They'll take like a glass bottle, like sometimes it's a big ass jug, sometimes it's like a smaller bottle, and it's always full of something. So it could be like mystery liquids or fucking Orbeez or whatever. Or sometimes it has other bottles in it, and they'll push it down the stairs, and eventually it shatters. And I don't know, something about the noise and the colors that just I really like them.
I thought it was way more in depth than that. I thought it was like,
dude, it's those, and there's like a game called Drive Beam and G or something. Like it's some car game with like really real Beam and G or something. I don't know, but like they just crash cars in various ways, and it's like a super realistic car crash. So I'll watch them like slamming into a bus at 30 miles an hour, slamming into a bus at 50 miles an hour, and it just shows like the various ways that the crash could go. I
think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that shit. And of course, now I'm on Facebook looking for them, and they come up every time I'm on Facebook, but they won't come up
right now.
Making me look stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I don't know. I don't really spend. I truly try not to spend too much time on social media. Just
it's a fucking devil's playground.
I try to dip.
Playground.
Try to post and dip, and then like go about my day as best as I can.
Yeah, I live here.
It's hard because all three of us have social media, obviously right now. So it's like you have to be on it somewhat, in order to grow and network and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like just. I heard somebody the other day. Oh, it was Brandon Novak on the Steve-O Wild Ride podcast. He says he does 1 hour of social media a day, and that's it. I was like, that's a good. If I could implement that, I'd be so happy. Oh, I've seen stuff like this. Yeah.
There are some like obviously this isn't realistic at all, but
Yeah,
yeah, there's some where it's literally just a pole in the ground, and they're like, let's see how hard we can crash this car into the pole. So they'll start at like 25 and they'll end at 300.
I've seen one where it was a bus full of people, and it was like different like levels of gravity, like the moon's gravity. So like they launch this bus off, and it's just like floats, and the people start falling out, and it just goes for like a minute before it hits the ground. I've seen that before, so yeah, that's entertaining. I mean, you know, they sucked me in on that one.
I didn't mean to hijack this. I just wanted to see if I was the only one that's like fully hard R disabled over here.
No, I think
Hard
we all are.
R.
RETARDED.
Oh, I was like, jeez, dude.
Yeah, that word is the new hard R. You can't say it anymore.
That is true, yeah.
That is true. The other thing, and getting back to YouTube stuff, I watch a ton of Star Wars shit. I love Star Wars. Yeah.
I've never seen the first like original movies.
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, or that either, but like, yeah, I've never seen any of them. I just said like the first three because that's like, those are like.
I would love to. I'm jealous of people that are so passionate about Star Wars because it's such a big thing that like the merch and shit is fucking. I'm just thinking like, man, if there was this much Guar merch in the world or something, like I'd be so stoked.
Would you though?
I don't know.
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
If like your 4th grade teacher for Halloween dressed up as one of the Guar characters.
Dude, I'd have to have sex with her again.
What was his name?
Well, I was homeschooled.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
What's up, Mom?
Hey, Mom.
So I have 2 questions for you, for both of you guys. What are like? I love Harry Potter. I've read all the books. Love that shit. Are there any shows or books or movies that you're just huge fan of?
Dude, Goosebumps.
Goosebumps?
Yeah, the OG series. The fucking TV show, as awful as it was, like just so corny and bad, but like
from the mid 90s.
Yeah. Dude,
what about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah,
I watched it, but it just didn't hold like a candle to Goosebumps for me.
Ooh.
Didn't hold a candle.
There you go. What about you, Xander?
I mean, like, I like, you know, you bring up Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I had shows when I was a kid, but like, truthfully, I swear to you, like, I don't watch TV or watch shows anymore. I really don't. I'm very, very out of the loop with like pop culture, like Stranger Things, The Last of Us. I did watch The Last of Us, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, generally speaking, like I'm not a show guy. Books, no, like I never read Harry Potter, never saw any of the movies, no Lord of the Rings, none of that stuff, no Star Wars. The only thing I'm obsessed with is movies and horror movies, and that's an obvious, and that's a given. But like, it's like very niche. It's just like 80s slashers. That's like the only movies I really watch, and like Predator, Terminator, and Rocky, and then it's just like 80s slashers. Like, that's all I really watch. So I'm a very weird creature in terms of like consumption of media. So
there's a guitar convention in Philadelphia. You going this weekend?
No, I went there. It's not exactly in Philadelphia. It's in Oaks, which is like an hour west of Philly. I went there in July, and I filmed a video for it. It's literally the same convention. So
gotcha.
No point in going. But seriously, thanks for just double checking. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
What about you, dude? What do you watch?
What about me?
Yeah, what do you watch? Like, or answer that question yourself.
Always a fan of Lord of the Rings as well. Did you guys see that?
No, I've never seen any. I've never seen one of
them. I love all those. Harry Potter, like I said. Star Wars, love that shit. But then obviously just 80s horror movie. You know, like all the Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween's, and just those like cheesy ass B movies as well on Showtime that would come on at like 1 a.m.
Like what?
Fuck. No, I'm thinking of it, and I can't remember any of them, and I'm just gonna. There's just. I'll find the actor, but this dude's got pock marks. He's fat, and he's in like every movie. He's a janitor, and he's a killer in every movie. 976 Evil. You ever see that?
No, it's a Deftones song.
It is. It's from that movie.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. I'll think of a few of them, and then I'll send it to you guys later.
Okay.
But so yeah, that's the stuff that I'm into, and lots of porn, obviously, and I'm trying to think what else. The other question I was going to ask you guys is, you ever watch like a show or a YouTube thing, and or anything in general, you're like, man, I would love to hang out with that guy. Because we were talking about Uncle Laser, so I want to go out with him for a day, just see the type of ignorant shit that he does. Like I just want to hang out with him and just watch and see what goes on. So Uncle Laser for me. What about you guys? You ever see like, man, I would love to hang out with that guy and see what happens? What about you, AJ?
Not a show, but I'm pretty sure Billy Strings is my long lost brother. We literally have everything in common. It's fucking weird. I know that sounds dumb, but like, he fucking loves Gravedigger. I love Gravedigger. He's always tech decking backstage. I obviously tech deck all the time. I see him wearing a fucking like super underground black metal band that no one in the 21st century has ever heard of. He's like wearing their shirt. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the next night he's wearing an Eminem shirt on stage. I'm like, Eminem's my favorite rapper. So there's all these fucking coincidences constantly. And I think that we would be best friends. Love me.
What about you, Xander?
Dude, I don't know, man. I couldn't think of somebody that like I don't know that I would want to hang out with. And I wish I did, like I truly do. But like I kind of just like, nah, I don't know. I like my friends that I have now, and I just wish, like I was saying in the beginning of the show, I wish I had more time to see my real friends. I'll leave it at that. But like I don't have anybody that I wish I could hang out with that I don't know, truthfully.
What about the guy from This Blog Goes in the Dark?
Well, I don't know his name.
Me neither, but I want to hang out.
I would love to hang out with your boy. How about that? I mean, that's his name.
It's your boy.
Guys, it's your boy.
Hey, what's up, your boy?
It's great.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have anybody like that.
No. Gotcha.
Sorry to fucking be lame.
No, it's all good. I know AJ asked this before, but Xander, I'll ask you. So you just came back from tour. You recently put out on the Tubes your new album.
Yes.
What else do you have going on? Or what are you working on?
Dude, right now I'm really like this past couple weeks I've been just sleeping a lot. When I was on tour I was really, really sick. I just had a cold for a month. And so like, you know, a common cold isn't that bad, but for a month I didn't realize how tired I was, not to mention like not sleeping and stuff. So long story short, what I'm really focusing on doing and getting ready to do is start writing more music for various projects, different endeavors. And I'm always creating and making stuff, but I couldn't do it for the last 2.5 weeks. Like I was just mentally checked out, just trying to get healthy again and trying to catch up on sleep. So in the coming weeks and months, I'm just going to be making a whole bunch of noise. And then I guess as of today, I'm going to the NAMM show in California at the end of January. So that'll be here before you know it. That's a ways away, but it'll creep up before you know it. So that's what I got going on.
Good deal.
Yeah, buddy.
And then you have a guitar lesson with me on Sunday morning that we're going to work on some shit.
Yeah, bro. 9 a.m., right? Or 10?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, cool. What do you want to work on, bro?
I don't know. I think I've been working on that one thing that we were working on last week. So
which one was that?
The legato part and the override.
Yeah. You like that song, AJ?
What?
Override.
Override.
What the hell's a legato? I don't fucking know. Fucking sounds like something I'd order at like Olive Garden or something.
Yeah, we got a small legato, no cheese.
Yeah, white sauce, please.
Oh yeah, dude. It comes charged.
Override. No, I like the part where he like not where he's singing, where he's like, yeah, I don't know the hell that's coming. I think that part's cool, but like that other shit. Is that it? Is that the fucking song?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know that song other than the one specific guitar part.
The legato?
Yeah, literally. Like that's the part I know.
I don't know. I got at the end so far fucking album review, or I don't even know if that's on the end so far.
It's actually that's good and all, but it's actually on the grade chapter. So
oh fuck.
it's actually on the bonus disc.
What band is this?
It's right here. That sick little run that Jim Root does. God bless his soul. That fucking part is the shit. So
Yeah, bud.
good talk. Good talk.
So he legato's the fuck out of that for sure.
Oh, he does.
Dude, he legatoed so hard on that one sick riff.
I'm legatoing in my pants right now. It's fucking filthy.
Well, I gotta go.
Ah, dude, that was sick. That was nice.
I know. Aren't we gonna work on some Gojira shit?
Yes, we're gonna work on the Blue Whale song.
Oh my god, we got legatos, Gojiras, fucking what else is next? You guitarists, I swear.
Yeah.
You people.
What do you mean, you people?
AJ, do you like Gojira? Are you into them? Have you ever listened to them?
You a fucking single song.
Oh, dude. Xander, I think we need to teach him the ways of the Force.
Now you've done it, AJ. Way to go! You should have just said yes. Big fan.
I
love
that. I like that one legato they have. It's really good.
I don't think they have any legato parts.
Yeah,
it's that part is really legato.
Yeah, they don't have any legato parts. AJ, you stupid idiot.
Well, they got fucking stigmatas and
stigmatas.
I don't know, other guitar shit.
Legatos.
Stigmatas.
Just so you know, legato isn't solely reserved for guitar.
Oh.
But you know.
I'm just guessing over here.
Stop, dude.
AJ, you're gonna have to have another live stream of people sending you songs to listen to, and everyone's just gonna inundate you with Gojira shit.
I mean, I would like to do that because I made $500 on the last two a piece that I did, so that was pretty cool from one person.
Did you like that I threw in an NSYNC song when everyone was trying to wow you with some underground metal shit, and I'm like, let's go straight NSYNC.
Yeah, what's sad is I genuinely enjoyed that music more than any other fucking recommendations we got, man. Sometimes those episodes are a fucking mess.
Yeah.
So,
Xander, do you know what we're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, AJ does listening to music suggestions, and then it's always just like, and it's like, sick.
I don't know how it's so bad. I mean, I literally found Billy Strings through that series once, so it doesn't have to be awful. People just make it awful.
There was another band that you found from doing that. What was it? You were saying it the other day. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Slipknot. We definitely found Slipknot.
Glad you guys came to a happy medium there between the two of you. You guys resolved that pretty easily.
Well, we're I think we're getting to the 2-hour mark, and AJ's starting to fail.
Fail.
He's fail. Before we finish up for the night, anything you guys want to say, chat about, discuss? Anything else before we finish?
When do you want to do it again, bro?
Next month. You remember once a month we'll get nasty?
Yeah, I remember that.
It takes so long.
I know. It's like I want to do this more.
Let's do 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, you want to?
Can we?
I mean, maybe
absolutely.
Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Because I just feel like the last time we did it was like that was what, early September?
Feels like fucking forever ago.
And you guys had to fucking go on tour, have a huge festival with members of Slipknot coming. You selfish sons of bitches. So
I mean, listen. You know, come on. You know
all that and fucking he can't even get a hat, man.
Yeah, I mean, would have had a show number 2 way sooner if I got my hat, but
yeah,
seems pretty legayo.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yeah, way to go, dude.
Yeah, we'll
I don't care.
Yeah, let's do another one relatively soon. The next like 2 or 3 weeks, definitely.
I would love that.
Maybe a post Thanksgiving show, like right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We ain't got shit going on.
Yeah, nobody loves me.
You can come over for Thanksgiving, AJ. You're always welcome.
I would love that.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Come hang out in Connecticut.
I don't even know where that is. It's over there.
Yeah,
dude. Like I live in the Northeast, and like it's not near Philly, but like I live in the Northeast, and like Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, New Hampshire. Are those real places? Like straight up, like they just blend together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then Maine's on top. I know that, but it's real weird in there, in the middle there.
Yeah.
So
as long as it's not in Jersey, I'm all right with it.
Oh no, we're not going to New Jersey. Don't worry.
What's your deal? You always got to say that. You always got to say that, AJ.
Fuck Jersey.
Fuck.
We all know why he hates New Jersey. So
yeah,
it's all good. Well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Also, Ross Ferguson, thank you so much for paying my mortgage this month. I really appreciate it. I had a blast. And for Under the Bus, thank you, our channel members. I know that AJ has some patrons. I have some patrons. We all have patrons. Thank you, guys. And everyone have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Go Bears. And we'll all see you soon. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, XRC, Xander Raymond Charles, make sure you subscribe. AJ Good at the House of Masks, thank you so much. And your boy BonerJams at the Boner Palladium Under the Bus. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out tonight. And again, have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you. Beer. Kurt, give it to me, Kurt. Give it to me, Kurt.
Man.
Dude, I'm telling you, you just got to turn off your screen, bro.
Oh, here he is.
I don't think Kurt's here. You got to.
Kurt's here. You got it.